Hello everyone, welcome to Anime Casuals. I am Lucky.
Johnny?
And Michael.
And we make up Anime Casuals. So, today we're going to do a very casual review of Gurren Lagann, meaning we're just going to talk about this thing like you guys watched it. So, beware of spoilers. Beware of spoilers for the whole entirety of the series.
Go watch it right now.
Yeah, go watch it right now.
Pause this video,
Yeah.
watch the whole series, come back to the video.
Exactly. Favorite the video, watch later, whatever you got to do. But, anyway, we're going to talk about Gurren Lagann and a lot of the questions that we have and just kind of present it to each other as like an open roundtable discussion. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So one of the biggest things, especially in the beginning, that I caught on to right away is this idea of digging. So when we usually think about digging, you usually think about digging downwards. But yet the whole show is always Simone digging upwards towards the sky, which I always thought was like really fucking cool. I was like, don't you usually dig downwards? It's like, no, I'm digging up to the heavens. I'm gonna dig up to the heavens. I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Did you guys have any like moments in the beginning where you were just like one of the key characters? I'm thinking about work right now. Key characters like inspired you in some way? Because that was one of my big moments. Like him taking this activity that usually makes you go down in like a literal sense. But did you have any of the key characters actually kind of like something that they do or did where you were just like, man, that really makes me want to like go like strive for more, or like be or it's very relatable in my life kind of thing.
Well, part of my brain's thinking about it.
What was the other part?
There's a part in the beginning where like Kamina is like in the first 3 episodes where he's like, hey, the sky is real, we gotta get up there, and if you don't believe me, I don't give any two rats about it.
Yeah.
I will prove myself right. And he's like, Simone's like big eyes, like just going, oh my god, like this guy's just like, he's going, and like when the part where the gunman falls through the ceiling, and then he's just like, I know exactly what to do. And they just start fighting, and like I'm like, yeah. Like when Simone and Kamina like teamed up like that first time in the little Lagann, like it was like amazing. And I was like,
dude, that shit was fucking hilarious when he like just puts the drill on. He's like, let's merge. She just like wrecks the head and everything.
Manly combined.
I know, right?
I mean, there's like a lot of moments in the show that are like pretty eye-opening and wonderment comes out of them.
Yeah. What do you think, John?
I mean, while you were asking your question, I kept thinking of I hope I don't like say things wrong. I think it's actually it might be after some things happen and people die. I don't know. Are we going to keep it?
Yeah, no, we're going spoiler end, bro.
Yeah.
Second, okay. I realized like halfway, I was like, oh god, should I shut up? Okay.
Yeah, no.
I think it's after Kamina dies.
Whoa!
Put it down.
Oh no!
I got a foul.
I know.
That's a spoiler word.
I know.
But I think Simone's kind of like feeling down, and Yoko remembers a story that Kamina told her.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I always liked that story because a lot of the series you think, or at least the beginning, you think Kamina is, he's the big part of this. He's really driving everybody, but really, it's Simone driving him from that moment that they had. And I always thought that story was really cool. It's kind of something that Simone doesn't even really know about, and I don't know. I like that.
Yeah, because it kind of shifts the focus away from Kamina, who's supposed to be like this guy with like unrelenting courage, but at the same time he uses Simone's abilities because he has such faith in Simone that it kind of gives him that courage. Yeah. So it's like they kind of work off each other in that way.
Yeah,
so.
Simone thinks Kamina is his light, but really Simone is Kamina's light.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, that's what I thought of.
Yeah.
Speaking of characters and relationships, I want to throw in like a little light question real quick. Which characters did you most like want to end up together or like ship by the end? You know, like totally online question, but you know, like I was wondering this throughout the whole thing. You know, obviously we've got the Simone and Mia type of thing. You're like, yeah. Let them be happy. No, never mind.
So they just smack you in the face with reality.
Yeah. But I really was like looking at that Yoko Kamina, but we already knew like halfway through that it was gonna happen. But it still makes me angry that Kitan and Yoko didn't happen.
Yeah, man, that was.
It seemed like they were leaning towards it.
Yeah, man.
Just a little bit.
Now she's just a lady with cats and a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Teacher.
I know, right, teacher? Jeez, man. You know, I'll be honest with you. This one actually, pretty much happened, or it was inferred that it happened. Was Rocio and the girl, one of the girl with the glasses and the black sisters. And just because I was like, dude, this girl is falling on no matter what. Like she fucking went with Simone in a bomb covered Gurren Lagann, and I was like, are you fucking serious?
That's a little crazy.
Are you serious right now? Yeah. And she fucking volunteered. I was like, you volunteered for the D girl. That's different. But
she doesn't know. She doesn't know.
But yeah, I kind of like that, like the relationship that was kind of going on there, and I like how that one ended up. But in terms of the other one that I really wanted to kind of to show was the two little kids. I cannot remember their name.
The two main ones?
Yeah, the two main kids.
Jimmy and Dari.
Yeah, there you go. I wanted them to show them like actually getting together instead of them always like fighting together and it just being inferred that they're gonna like.
That's gonna be the next Gurren Lagann.
I know, right? Exactly. But what about you, John?
I don't really have a ship I want. I really just want Vero to be happy. After his whole vision, he's like, I have a family. This isn't real.
I know, right? That was harsh, bro. That was fucking harsh.
Yeah, his like almost everybody else's was like, whew.
So I just want him to have a good day.
Get some adopted kids or something, do.
Find someone who he can spend some time with eventually, since he's immortal.
He finds one other beast man who's a beast woman.
I know, right?
The last beast woman.
And she's also immortal for no reason. So.
I know, right?
That'd be my ship. Just Vero, anyone.
You know, maybe that's Spiral King. He needs someone to satisfy
him. He's got too many daughters already, so
I was gonna say. That's true, yeah.
Bad.
Just go check the graveyard.
I know. Oh, damn. That's so true. Yeah, which treasure chest you want?
Loot box.
Damn it, I wanted the Nino loot box.
I'm sorry, they're illegal.
They're illegal. There you go. I wanted the Nino loot box, bro. I call it Nino for a second. Oh, man. So were there any other ones that you were thinking about besides Yoko and Kamina?
No, those kids, like, I wasn't entirely sure if they were siblings or not. So
I know, right? Well, it's Japanese. It doesn't
matter. Yeah. Those, like, they were big one. So, like, the two people got together. I was like, well, I don't really care about you, but, you know, I'm glad you had, like, a baby.
I know, right? One of the black sisters that nobody remembers. One of the gunsmen people that nobody remembers.
Yes. Or maybe the other black sibling, not glasses.
Yeah. The one that's always like carrying
the brown hair
the one with the tooth hanging out for some reason.
Yeah.
Still got that tooth like coming out for no reason.
But like a lot of the big ones, I was like, Rocio, I really hoped he would have figured himself out before the time skip.
Right.
And maybe like they got together like before the time skip, maybe it would even out.
Yeah.
But like those big ones were just like the entire time. Simone and Nia, like I'm glad it actually happened by the end.
I know, right?
For however short time it was, but
but
like that was like the biggest one. I'm like, Simone, you can't have Yoko.
I know, right?
But you can be happy for a little bit.
Yeah, I know,
right? And I'm glad that worked out. I mean, like the biggest thing about like I almost said Kokias. Oh god, I don't know why that's in my head right now. The biggest thing about Gurren Lagann, it was like really actiony, but like the relationships are really what drove it the entire time.
Yeah.
And that's like what really wowed me about Gurren Lagann was like how the relationships totally worked together, and like they had like this play between Simone and Yoko and then Kamina and then Kitan, like all back to back like throughout the series, and I was like, whoa,
I know, right?
calm it down. But you know, like it really drove the whole thing, and it wasn't romantic at all, because Gurren Lagann's like action,
I know, right?
bigger, better, bigger, better, bigger, better. But the relationships.
All right, bigger, better.
You know, I have one fall. Here we go.
Exactly.
Simone never lost though, so
There you
let
go.
me calm down on that.
There you go. There we go.
I thought the relationships were like amazing, so that's kind of why I was like, it's one of those that you kind of just hope and wish that people are gonna be like, flutter them together, just be
All
happy.
right. So, what was one of your questions, John?
One of my questions was, what were you guys' favorite, or maybe a death that was, pretty meaningful to you guys in some way?
You know what? I really like it when people died.
Something about like blood filling the air, man, just really gets me going on the anime.
Blood mist.
I kind of smell iron like while I'm watching it.
Well, what about you, Johnny? What did you think?
I had a couple in mind. I mean, I liked Lord Genome. His last hurrah towards the end was good, but
Yeah.
the when I was trying to think of questions, the deaths that come to mind were towards the end when the OG crew just kind of they start
I know.
hitting that wall.
Yeah.
But those two guys who look exactly the same.
Yeah.
They're always doing like the same thing.
Yeah.
But,
twins?
Yeah, the twins.
Yeah.
they save those
The kids.
those two guys. Yeah, the kids.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I guess this is it. And then they do the Dragon Ball Z. Their incinerated thing. Like,
Yeah.
So
They're all bleeding out of their head and shit. I was like, damn,
it
that's
was a
fucking
good way.
to go.
It was a good death for them. And I thought, I don't know, I really enjoyed it when I saw that. So
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite.
That sounds pretty good to me.
I'm gonna take the next one right now.
Go for it.
Because that was really good and reminds me of something that happened pretty close to that.
Mm.
I gotta say, most moving besides that Spiral King, that was
Yeah.
a good you opened up with a home run right now
Right.
because that we were talking about inspirational moments like
Yeah.
that was I was like whoa.
Mm.
The Spiral King, like he's pulling out like every stop, his body's back. It's like it's like, hey, I'm doing this for you guys,
Right.
like because I want to, and like there's a moment that comes like almost immediately after the twins die, where like Keaton's like, yo, don't be sad, it's their choice to go out, and then Keaton almost immediately was like one episode later, it's the same episode.
It was about one or two.
I want to say it was 1 to 3 episodes.
And that
yeah.
this is what pissed me off the most in the whole series was him going, Yoko, I love you, girl, but I gotta go save everybody.
I know, right?
And she's like, no, it's like, but it's my choice.
Yeah.
Like I get to make this decision for myself, just like those guys did. And I'm like, oh, and he just makes the epic sacrifice to like use all 3 versions of his mech,
Right.
go directly into
That was great to
the
watch.
black hole or whatever nonsense that
Yeah.
was, and like
He gets
totally
the spiral
save
power.
the day. Yeah,
Yeah.
spiral power it up and.
Giga drill or something, whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm just gonna do what Kamina and Simone does. And I'm like, you did! Dude, that
I
was
know.
awesome!
Hell yeah, dude.
But that, I gotta say, was the most emotional, like,
That was also a really good one.
motivating, crazy subject. Because out of the whole crew, Simone totally, but Kamina, the one who was most like Kamina besides Simone was totally Keaton. Because he was
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna act like you the whole time because you're super cool. And we butt heads all the time, but, I respect you.
Well, if I remember right, he's like one of the first people he runs into on the surface, too.
Yeah.
Like top 5, I think.
Yeah.
Not including like all the Black Sisters, but yeah.
And all the
So,
extra people that they meet.
He's been there since a long
The whole
fucking
space
time.
crew.
Yeah, dude, I didn't expect him to be such a major character when I first saw him. I was like, oh, well, there goes those people. And all of a sudden they start coming back, and then they started getting higher and higher in the pecking order. I was like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on here?
Yeah. And
When
like
they're on the council, shit.
I know, right?
yeah, so that moment was real good. Lucky?
I was thinking of it, and there's so fucking many that happened towards the end. And, one of them for me, and I do not remember this guy's name because he wasn't a super big character, but he really hit me a lot, was that girl engineer's husband. I can't remember what. So because they have 2 kids, and they bring all the what do they call it?
They kept all the mechs in
The
service.
mechs, yeah, they bring all the mechs and they basically hook it up for like everybody that
Yeah.
lost hope. And then this guy ends up dying, and I was like, oh my god, dude, that fucking sucks, bro.
That's
Because
pretty cool.
the 2 kids were so hopeful, especially after Simone had said all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and to kind of break it down like that, I was like, oh my god, dude. And so that was one of the ones where I was like, oh man, this is real war shit, dude. This is because it was kind of one of those moments. Spoiler, real quick for Naruto Shippuden if you have not watched the Fourth Ninja War.
Look at that shirt.
Look at
that
right?
shirt.
Oh, spoilers! But there's a moment in there where well actually I'll tell you what, I won't spoil it too much. But one of the main characters dies, in Naruto's arms during one of the conflicts, and Naruto can't snap out of it, and the villain's going like, you said you wouldn't let any comrades die. You were wrong, and he's like, I can't say anything right now, and he gets smacked by Hinata, and she's just like, hey, he chose to do that, and it's not just not letting your comrades die, it's the conviction that goes behind that phrase that lives on with all of us, and I was just like, damn, that's some powerful shit. But that's kind of what I got from that little death in there. Kind of made me have a flashback. I was like, damn, dude. I get, it's funny. It's kind of like these guys actually did choose to do that and die in service and everything. So that one definitely got me a little. That was definitely one of the ones that kind of stood out for the most part. But yeah, so we're gonna break this into 3 parts, guys. So this is the first part, and